Thanks for having me, gentlemen. My name is Josiah Grahn. I'm from Richmond, Kentucky.
Cool.
My comic you can see is Banana Berry. Banana Berry came about during a period of my life when I felt very woe is me. I wasn't feeling good about the way things were going, and so as a sort of therapy, I started to try to create a character whose life was much worse than my own.
So you kind of went bananas during that time.
That's right. I put him in a banana suit. I made him work for his uncle, who is a complete goofball, totally crazy. He owes his uncle an unknown debt. He has like a 30-year contract where he has to dance outside his uncle's gigantic fruit store to win his bread. His life is just horrible, and then he gets superpowers, and things get much, much, much worse. His superpowers are not pleasant. They manifest at random times. He didn't know what they are. He didn't know why they happen. He'll be talking to a girl, and suddenly he'll turn into a fruit tree and spit himself out in his banana costume, which he didn't mean to do. He'll take it off and wake up with it back on. He didn't know where it came from. When he gets stressed out, plantains start flying out of his mouth, hitting people in the eye. He has lawsuits going on. His uncle does not care that he has new powers. He wants him to work at the fruit store anyway. He drags him home from the hospital. He says, get back to work. He'll get a chance to wipe off the nuclear goo off of himself during his bizarre origin. He has basically every comic book origin happen to him simultaneously on a fateful day. Basically, his life is just one mess after another. It never gets worse, and that's kind of the point. The point of the story is A, superpowers can make your life worse, and B, I try to make it as relatable as possible. I try to make people feel better about themselves, knowing that someone else out there could possibly be suffering even more than they are. Something about the human condition, I think, where when someone else is having a really hard time, you can relate to that, because everyone goes through hard times. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Through bizarre circumstances, just trying to still make it relatable for people so they can see what's going on.
What made you think banana?
That was something my artist and I came up with. We thought it would be the funniest looking suit, basically. This is him in his suit, by the way.
You got any extra shirts like that?
I don't. I have one, a Crucifies one.
And what triggers the transformations?
Pardon?
What triggers the
They're
change?
seemingly random. Basically, at the worst possible time, when he's about to get a girl's phone number, for instance, boom, right then. When he's about to get something good's about to happen, boom, right then. Basically, it's just...
So it's pretty much any time anything good's about to happen in his life, his superpowers come in and mess it up for him.
Basically, that's correct. He has very little control over it. And
He should be a supervillain.
more points than anything. He's probably going to think about it. He'll consider that. His uncle's going to try to exploit him to make it...
To make that money, right.
Do you see this like as a Cartoon Network kind of
I can see
series
that.
too?
I can definitely see that.
It's kind of zany
It's
out there.
definitely
Yeah.
zany. It's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Definitely a comedy series, but also, relatable.
Now I see these little cool characters popping out of something that's not fruit. What are those?
That's during his bizarre, horrible, simultaneous comic book origin. That's the wizard blowing magic dust in his face. That's the alien giving him the relic. Gets bitten by radioactive ocelot. The toxic truck explodes and sprays him with goo. All in about 15 seconds.
And does he hear the tomatoes
Yes, he
screaming?
does. That's one of his randomly manifesting powers. When he's in the fruit store, he hears that.
I have a
But
question.
only in the outfit?
Yes,
About
only-
how much weed do you smoke a day?
Oh, he's just monkeying around the banana store.
No question about it.
The Attack of Killer Tomatoes, one of your favorite.
I do like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I totally get this.
Tomatoes are actually
It's
fruit,
fun.
by the way. It's something bizarre you learn about doing a fruit-style comic is why things are fruits, you talk about vegetables. But I'm glad you think it's bizarre.
I think it's
I think
it's
it's
actually
cool.
a really cool idea, man.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.